Hey, welcome back for a new Let's Play series. I'm gonna do the long-awaited, long-anticipated Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. This is one of my favorite first-person shooters. As mentioned several times before, more so on the modern ports of it than the original N64 game. Although the controls are really not as bad as I let on sometimes. They're still pretty bad on the N64. But yeah, this is just a really fun first-person shooter. I don't know how many times I've actually gone through and just played the game and played it from start to finish. It's one of those games for me that it just is easy to zone out. But first I want to make sure before I get into the game, I don't want to end up having motion controls and stuff on, because that sucks. I hate motion controls. Some people really love them, and you know what? I'm happy for you, but I don't. And then there's a couple things I wanted to turn. Gameplay. I think I want that on, and I want the extended draw distance off. Mainly because, if I don't have it off, it's you can see enemies super far in the distance and you can just snipe them with a pistol. And where that's fine and fun, I want it to be a little more, because what I like about the N64 version is you literally it would be like this. So you can see that tree there, but from standing from here, it would be more like this. You can't see much of anything in the distance. And I like that for a little bit of a challenge. Just gonna play a normal mode. I'm gonna come down here and grab this pistol. The thing is though, is it's kind of pointless to get this pistol. And I'll explain in a second why it's pointless to get this pistol. Now we're going to get some Triforce pieces here. The reason it's pointless is because right after this guy and right after this key, which we got to collect keys for each level and everything, you come over here and hit this button and there's immediately a pistol right away. So the only reason you would really want that is just so that you have the first guy. But the thing with enemies in this game, you see if you take them out with a knife, you get what's known as the mortal wound. The mortal wounds are actually extensions to your health. And if I remember correctly, every enemy you kill with a knife gives it to you, but it can be really random. You can get a bunch of them in a row, or you can get none of them. And for a lot of the enemies, the knife is the way to go, especially when you're trying to get the mortal wounds. There is a point where it's max health. I can't remember what it is, but we just want to go around and not want to fall off, but just want to go around and take care of these guys and open up the way and get the keys. The first time I ever played Turok, it's really kind of funny to me. I played it when I was a young kid, maybe about 7 or 8 years old, because an acquaintance of the family came over and they happened to bring it, and I played a little bit of it. And didn't really get anywhere, but I didn't remember the control scheme being it was when I was a kid to when I played it a little bit later. I got a copy on the N64. I don't have that copy anymore. I kind of wish I still did. I had the first and the second one on N64 because I bought them But like, oh man, oh there we go. I thought it closed on me there for a second. But it should be around. Oh no, it's not that one. It's a little further down. But yeah, I kind of wish I still had it, because if I did, I would be playing the N64 version, and I didn't want to get a copy. I may eventually buy another copy, but I didn't want to play the one on the Switch. I do have the N64 controller, so I could do it. And I thought it would be funny, as talked about in like one of the anniversary specials. I thought it would be funny to play it with the controls. And I also thought about later, and I actually did try it, and I did beat the game with it, and it was just really easy. I set up the control scheme on my PS5 controller to be as close as I could get it to the N64 controls, but like they were way more forgiving on the PS5. Like one of the things about the N64 controls that they for some reason don't have in these editions is the spring back. Wow, this is the first time I've gotten all the Mortal Wound upgrades this early in the game. Like usually it's like level 2 or something. But so in the N64 game, when you let go of the control stick, it springs it back to the center. So if you're like aiming upwards or aiming to the left or something like that, and you let go, it automatically like puts it back. You also don't have the ability to manually, like, I can manually swap ammo in this one. You can't do that on the N64. When you pick up like better ammo, it automatically switches and you're stuck with it until you use it all up. Which, if you're like me and you play with the shotgun a lot, that could be like a little bit of a problem, because you'll use all your explosive shells really quick. I don't know if I'm going to go through every single bonus stage, because what usually happens with me when I play the game is I end up getting like max lives and max ammunition and stuff. I could just be playing really poorly this time around, we'll see. But I usually get max everything, and then bonus rooms just kind of become like pointless. And I just kind of, I'll leave, whatever, those two are not worth going back up there for that. I like to leave the one, like some of them I like to leave some of them undone. I'll go ahead and make a save, why not? I like to leave some of them undone and stuff, because what ends up happening is that I end up being able to go back if I lose lives or lose ammo, and I'm like, you know, I don't have any ammo for anything, so I need to go and go back through a bonus room. So I like to, a little bit later, I'm going to start skipping them, but for now I'm going to keep using them. And the way I was thinking about doing this was like, I don't know if I'm going to do, I was thinking either to do like every 20 minutes or do it like every level, because like a level of video, because like sometimes they can be really long, sometimes they can be really short, so I don't really know. This hub world, or this first level, is really not that long, but like it depends on if you're running around for everything or not, you know what I mean? Or if like you just, you know, cut to the chase, go straight to the point and get what you need to get and get out of there. 3 more keys. I'm gonna switch back to the pistol, and we're just gonna go. Like, we don't have to fight that guy. That's something that I do a lot too, is I selectively fight stuff. Like the leapers here, like I'm just gonna like hit them as I go, because You know, they will gang up on you if you're like careless. So if I see them, you know, I'll shoot them. If I can walk past them, I'll go. Should be a big one around here somewhere. I think this might not be that cave. There it is. Get out of my way, dude. Are you really gonna hog the teleporter? But yeah, so depending on how long this is, I'm gonna like, you know, I might tack it onto the second level, or it might be its own video. But I want to keep the levels like per video. This is what's known as a more spiritual invincibility. So you get invincible, all the enemies move super slow, and it's a pretty good way to get mortal wounds if you haven't already got them all. This is a really fun mode, but I can see like if you just like, because I think you could turn cheat code on that would allow you to like, you know, have it on completely. I can see it getting old fast, but it's a really fun thing. It's I don't really know how much of it in the level there are, like in the game there are, but there's a pretty good amount. And you've got these beetles here. The best way to deal with them is the knife because like they die one hit with a knife, but with a gun they take a lot of hits. So, okay, I guess I got full health, or at least as full as I can get, you know, with that, because I think I had ultra health, which gives you 200. You know, it's like those old, it's like old school first-person shooters. You have like regular health, full health, and then there's like ultra health and stuff, which gives you like 200. It's gonna be like, I think, same thing with armor. If you go over here before taking the teleporter, you get another weapon. A lot of the secrets in this game, there's a lot of secrets. I'm probably not going to get all of them. But a lot of the secrets are usually like ammunition or getting a weapon earlier than you would organically in the game. This is the assault rifle. It's a pistol, but it fires 3-round bursts. I think it's about the same damage output as the other. But yeah, it fires three rounds, so it's like technically it does more damage than the pistol because the pistol only fires 1 round, where, you know, it does 3, so it's like your output is a little bit higher just simply because of that. And I'm trying to find something specific. Here we go. We want to, so in every level there is parts to what's known as the Chronoceptor piece. And the Chronoceptor piece is quite literally like the best weapon in the game. I'm not joking. It shoots 3 shots. And I'm not joking when I say that like the final boss gets wrecked when you use it against him if you land all 3 shots. But I might do, because you can save it right before the final boss, I might fight the boss with a Chronoceptor piece to show you how devastating it is. And then I might just fight him normally. Weirdly enough, he's one of those bosses that gets easier the more you fight him. Like, the longer you fight him and the more damage you do, the easier he gets. Mainly because, like, he starts slowing down. He's not as mobile. And, you know, eventually, when we get to that fight, you'll see why. Like I said, you know, I might do the fight with the Chronoceptor just to show you how amazing it is. It's basically only for the final boss unless you use cheat codes to unlock it, because the last piece is right before the final boss. So once you get everything and all, that's all it is. That's all it's ever used for, is to fight the final boss. And this is where the last key of the level is. If you don't get all keys collected after you collect this one, then you have to go back and find it. And that can be a bit of a pain to try to traverse back through the level. But this is the exit to the first level. Gotta deal with this Perlin. Alright, I'm gonna fire a regular shot so I don't waste that one. And just walk around here real quick. I think there might... Is there not, like, ammo or something? No? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this one here. Because like I said, like, kind of want to keep it a level per episode, and this one's a little short, and that's okay. But I appreciate you watching. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.